on defense is the big plays. Gave up just too many big plays.
Jumped out to a 14-0 lead. What happened after the 14-0 lead?
Huh?
You guys jumped out to a 14-0 lead. What allowed you to do that?
Well, we executed, made plays. That's how we did it. And guys made plays on defense. It's just something that we haven't been able to sustain for 60 minutes. I think the kids played hard, but we just weren't able to sustain it. We still got to get better. We got to get better physically still, and we'll grow up and get strong.
Did they make any adjustments in the second half that made it difficult, or was it more about your guys' execution?
No, I don't think they. I don't think they did anything differently. We didn't set some edges, and they beat us in the secondary. We gave up big plays. It wasn't hard. We knew going in it was going to be hard because of all the guys we were down in the secondary, and but again, and we missed tackles again. We had some guys that came in and had a chance to make a play on the ball, and we have two guys miss, and they get a touchdown. And at this level, you can't do that and expect to win.
Can I just ask you what you think right now, where the program is after this year? In some areas, it looks like you took some steps forward. I'm wondering what you think now after year 3, looking ahead to just to where you're at as a program.
Well, we've made improvements. We're better this year than we were last year. But I think what happens is that I don't think people realize, how far this program had to go. And that's the thing. And when you're playing, like I said, when you're playing all these young kids that we've had to play over the last few years, when they weren't ready to play, but we needed to play them because they were the best guys, I think that tells you. But we are better. If you take a look statistically from last year to this year, we're better. And you got a bunch of young guys who are playing that just need to get bigger, faster, and stronger. And that's the reality. And as I said, this isn't a process that in football doesn't happen overnight. It's just that simple.
Now that the season's over, what are you doing next? You have recruiting trips coming up? Or?
Flying out tomorrow morning from here and go recruit. And that's all you can do. You go recruiting. We kids made a heck of a stop down there defensively at the end of the game. So it's not like they weren't trying, but you got to go recruit. We got 2 weeks to recruit before we have the first signing period in December.
You said you'd be willing to talk about some program stuff after the season. Is it still too early for you?
Yeah, right now, I'm going to recruit. And I'm going to handle that. And once I get a chance to get a handle on, finish that stuff up, and then we'll do it. But right now, I have things in mind, but I want to sit down and be able to evaluate the whole season. And in terms of all the things that we're going to need to do, I got a pretty good idea. But now's not the time and place for that. Right after you just finish the season.
If I could make one more attempt at a big picture type of thing, I'm just wondering, Randy, you have such a proud history here and one type of legacy already. I'm just wondering, how much will it and is it going to mean for you emotionally, professionally, to see this through and get it to where you want to be?
Again, I'm just focused on tomorrow. Yeah. Focused on the season. The season's over, and we'll put things together that we have to do. And we've already tried to do that. We'll do it some more. But again, this is a harder situation this time around than the first time. And that's the thing is that the young kids that we have, the freshman class, the other guys, those are all going to be guys that have to go. Sometimes you got to go through tough times to get where you want to go. And right now, and I don't want to say tough times. It's because guys are working. It's just that it's where we are with the program. It's just where it is, and we just have to keep striving each day to be the best we can, and that's between players, coaches, everybody, and that's what everybody's trying to do is give everything they got to be the best they can be.